We're back again with another Rusty and Sham.
And it's always an up move.
Always an up move.
Okay, so today we are going to be talking about marriages. That's a topic for us. All right, so we're back again with the song. Today, the song is called Sweet and Sour by Kate Forrest.
Yes.
We are super ecstatic about this song, so I'm hoping that you guys are liking the song the same way that we do. Let's get into it.
All right, one time.
I need to tell you the truth, and I don't know what to do now, baby. Girl, I got something to prove. That means it's something to lose now, baby. You sweet and sour, just like lemon and lime to me. You held the power, I won't let it this time. How many hours are we wasting to try and see if this gon' work, girl? You be blowing my mind. Super sour lemon lime, tastes like lemon lime, might be cyanide, yeah. Super sour lemon lime, tastes like lemon lime, might be cyanide.
Dash away. Hey, listen, you were snapping on beat.
Yo, hold on, man. Tell me about that song then.
Hey, listen,
Tell me so that song did a nice.
this song is real nice. Yo,
That's old school R&B right there.
it is.
Kate Forrest, now ramp with me head in a youth, yeah, go on with things. Me
We're
like
bringing
it.
it back to the 90s,
Like it, like
okay. So we're getting back into the serious talk, right? And the serious talk is about marriage, right? And I'm noticing a lot of people who are getting into the marriage less and less in this generation especially.
Yeah.
Why do you think this is?
Well,
There's like a decline, right?
yeah, from the 70s, it's been a decline because people don't see the worth of it. Like, it was supposed to be a certain union with each other, like working together as a team player.
Yes.
I'm gonna see, like, people. That's why people not doing it no more.
Well, there's a lot of controversies that I'm noticing why people are not wanting to get married. We see a lot of other podcasts and a lot of social media talking about it as well, where they're like, oh, a man needs to lead. But I don't think a lot of people know what it takes to lead, or the woman needs to be submissive, or and I think a lot of it takes toll of the mental health, to be honest, right? Because if your girl or your boy is not mentally stable, they're always argumentative, they're not at peace within themselves, they're bringing that on to their spouse, and eventually a lot of people are getting towards the divorce, and a lot of people don't want to go and deal with divorce. Marriage is expensive, so they don't want to waste, their money to get into it and so forth.
Okay. Let's start from the beginning. What is a marriage supposed to be? Or what do you think a marriage is supposed to be?
A partnership.
Yeah.
So it's teamwork, in my opinion.
Yeah. Could you give me like a layout of what you think a marriage should be?
So where I was talking about how a man leads and all of that stuff, a woman will show you like exactly how they want to be treated in the beginning, right? But the man will also show you too, right? With the chivalry, with all of that stuff. I noticed that a lot of men are just being less, catering and, in the beginning, like, the old school, open up the doors, making sure like, that everything is fine, making sure that the woman is good, right? It's more like the woman has to make sure the man is good, right? In this generation. So a man still has that way of leading, but they don't realize that it's a partnership to lead. So you have to help the woman out in order for you to be a leader, right? And the woman has to help you out. If you guys are giving havoc to one another, it's not a teamwork thing, and nobody's leading anyone. And a lot of women is not submitting or whatever due to the fact that the man is not leading us to anywhere. So they have to go and protect themselves too. So this is another reason why I noticed that marriage is not there. Plus it's expensive.
Okay. May I just clear up what you said first before.
Yeah.
Nobody told no man that there were supposed to be no leaders. That's the first thing.
Really?
I can tell you that right now. I can tell you that right now.
For some reason, that's all you see everywhere.
Yeah, no. No. Because women realize how hard it is to be a leader, because everybody wanted to be, I'm independent, strong, black, this, whatever.
Yeah.
No, they understand. That's not in their nature to be that way.
Yeah.
But no, but because they've already made men like this. You don't snap and things go back to normal. No, that's not how it works.
That's true.
And don't blame the victim. Don't blame the victim, because women got exactly what they wanted.
Yeah, with the whole feminist situation.
Exactly.
And you know what? I'll agree with that. I will 100% agree with that.
So when you say men can do this and women, you have to slow that down, because whatever they fought for, they've gotten it.
But
they just don't like what they've gotten.
Yes, you're right. But if you look at like history, right? We go back all the way back. A lot of the men, in our generation, back in the day, the men, they say, "Oh, I'm the household owner. You have to go by my rules." But then it's a double standard, right? So the men back in the days, in the like 50s, they were cheating on the woman, and the woman was dealing with the household and feeling so down and da-da-da-da. So the women back in the days has taught the women to be more stronger and to deal with this feminist situation, because the men wasn't able to, because there was a lot of stress back then.
Yeah, but all right, let me clear up this again for you, because you're talking about North America.
That's true.
West.
This
is what I'm talking
true.
about. You're talking about West. We were raised in the West.
Yes.
This is why we behave like Westerners.
Yes, you're right.
You cannot expect us to be like someone else that we do not know.
You are right.
So.
You're right.
So, when you say the men used to this and they used to cheat, who are we talking about? Because in these times, people of color did not have that privilege.
That's true. That's true.
So you need to understand what is going on. And remember, the women wanted to work. Which women are we talking about? Because black women have always been working.
That's true.
So when they were fighting for shit, who were they fighting for? Like who were they really fighting for? Were they fighting for themselves?
No.
They didn't know.
They didn't know.
But this is the thing. We keep blaming each other. Oh, black man this, white man this. When the real problem is the system of it, like the system that's being put in place, and we follow it. We're following it.
Yeah, that's true.
You give consent to it.
That's true.
I just wanted to clear that up.
No, you're right. You are right. But because of the past, this is the reason why there is a fear of commitment, right? So a lot of people are, like, just like you were saying, we're blaming each other of why we can't do certain things, and we're too afraid to fall in love. We're too afraid to, especially in this generation with all of the social plenty of fish and TikTok even, Snapchat, because Snapchat is a very sneaky app, because you only have 24 hours. You can send your picture and then it gets rid of. So there's too many accessibility to get easy access for the opposite gender. So nobody trusts anybody.
Okay, so then that's the reason
For fair commitment. Yeah.
And what is a marriage supposed to be built on?
Trust.
Okay.
Love is kind, love is patient.
No,
you know what I mean?
I hear you.
But because of this generation, I notice more people are deciding to go and live in a home, have a child before marriage. So for some reason, we are backwards.
Yeah, but then watch out. Even if they do get married, go go have the children, they'll still get divorced.
Because they found the man picked the wrong queen, and the queen picked the wrong king.
Yeah, we say that, but okay, what is wrong, what is right?
So nothing is wrong and nothing is right, essentially. But I'm saying that if you're dealing with a trauma within yourself, and then you're marrying your trauma bond, your kindred spirit, your kindred person, right? And then later on, after you grow within the marriage and then realize this is the reason why the divorce rate has been happening higher than ever. If you don't know who you are, and I think this is like our theme, our biggest theme, you gotta know who you are and what may have you before you get into a marriage. Like if you guys are always arguing, there's more arguing than happy, peaceful moments and happy moments together. That is not your person. You might love the person, but you're loving the trauma bond that you guys have within each other.
Okay.
And then, the man knocks down.
Oh, no.
Right, you know what I mean? That was a huge sign of divorce right there.
Yeah, of course that I gonna bring divorce. But then we're not. All right, that's the fear of commitment.
Yes.
But then what about the inflation?
What do you mean inflation? Like,
especially now, COVID. Even before COVID. It's so. Cause remember, most women will see couple guys on TV saying they're making this amount of money a month, this amount of money a year.
Yeah.
Now your lady will look at you and say, "Yo, why aren't you doing that?"
Can I first say something? I can go and tell you that I make 500 million a year.
And it's fake. No,
and it's not real.
I understand, but this is how people live now. Like, this is what gives them information, right?
Yeah.
So with that, right? They know the inflation is going on, but because they see other people doing it. Not necessarily like being with them 24/7, seeing how they live, but they see that persona.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So they must say, why you can't be that guy? Also.
That's another hard thing too. We are always looking at the grass that's greener on the other side, and we're always looking at how somebody else is a lot better than the person that you have. And humans tend to do that because we always want more of anything. It could be your current husband. It could be even certain things like the simple thing like your car, or the simple thing like your home. We always want something more. Once we have something, we always are looking for something more. So we're always looking at, this is so much, this person has something that I want. So this is where we have to be careful with greed, right? Especially since you're in a marriage, you're supposed to be working as a team so that you can get what you guys want. But if one person is working against the other person, you guys are playing a tug of war. It's less of a teamwork effort. It's more of, this person has more. Now you're looking at somebody else's house, somebody else's lane, instead of looking at your own lane. And so the inflation, yes, is happening because of this generation is just greedy.
Yeah,
we're always wanting more.
Yeah, but all right. There's a flip side to that way I say. See? Because there's nothing wrong with wanting more. Right? Because what you know.
But envy, there is something wrong with envy.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Because you have to look at something to want it.
You're right.
Because if we lived in the bush, never saw none of that, we wouldn't want any of it.
That's true.
Until we see something more like, oh my God, that's nice. Or you see somebody do something, oh shit, that'd be nice to have one of those. Then you want it.
Yeah.
But it's the attitude towards
how to get it.
And if it's not for you, it's not for you type of attitude.
That's right.
And there might be bigger and better for you. But you kind of get stuck on just wanting that.
Yep.
But yeah, that's Women said pretty much.
Yeah, so I agree with what you're saying. But the thing is, like, even if you want more, like you said, it's okay to want more. It's just the jealousy part of it is the reason why. Also financial, like you were saying, right now the pandemic happened, so a lot of people are very low on money, low on funds, and that's one of the biggest reasons why a lot of marriages fail.
Yeah, a lot of people got divorced in this.
Yeah, like, well, a lot of people, like, they even had a segment on the news about how their husbands were annoying the living crap out of them due to the fact that they're home more often. Because they're usually outside of the house, they're working, but they're home now, and they're it's out of sync, out of routine. So if you're out of routine, what do you think will happen?
But then I gotta ask you something. Why would the person you married, the person you love, the person you want to spend the rest of your life, annoy you to the point where you don't want to around them? You were supposed to want to spend time with them.
And I agree.
So then that means that you only marry for a different reason, right? And now the pandemic made you face up to what the decision you made.
Well, there's a lot of posts too that says if you take sex out of a relationship,
yeah, you'll see
the person for who they truly are, right? Because now you're not infatuated by the person. Now you're seeing who that person is right there and then. But another thing is, a lot of people don't realize that you have to push through. You want 30 years of marriage? Well, you're not gonna like that person the whole 30 years of that marriage. You know what I mean? As time passes by, the person you married is not gonna be the same person you married the first day if you're at the 30-year mark. You have to learn to grow with them. And if you don't learn to grow with that person, of course you're gonna go and have a divorce, because people change as they grow. Certain things are not gonna be the same. Their temperament might not be the same, for their tolerance is the better word. It's not gonna be the same as it was when they were 20 years younger. So you both have to grow with with each other in order for you guys to go and have years, right? Forgiveness is a big key that a lot of people like to hold grudges nowadays with. Forgiveness. And the one thing about marriage that a lot of people is missing is that being in tune with God, having the book, the Bible, or even if you don't read the Bible, but me, I choose to read the Bible, but getting in tune with, getting closer with God will actually help you with your marriage. Why? Because it preaches love. It preaches how to be peaceful with one another, how to grow with one another. So.
All right. I feel like social media has played a big part.
I agree.
Very big part. Because there's people who watch toxic shit all the time. That's
every
all
day,
they watch.
all they do.
Like housewives of this,
yep.
da. Now you're seeing that, right? When you see stuff, most of the time, you put yourself in.
You manifest it.
Yeah, you put yourself in it. So when you're seeing that, you're seeing it as your relationship.
Yeah.
Now, if your person does something
that's similar,
you're assuming that's what they're hiding. That's what they're doing when they're out there.
Yeah.
Now you become private detective, or you start stressing over
things that are not there.
Exactly. And then you get, after when everything ended, or the marriage or whatever, you realize none of that was happening. You just missed out, right? Yeah.
And this is also another thing of like living in the present. Like, look at the person that you're with at this moment in time and roll with that person. If you're going into a relationship and you want to go and fix this about that person, fix something else about that person, this person does, like, if you can't accept the person for who they are when you first got into that relationship, and you already want them to fix this, and that person is not for you.
You know what I find? That same saying that I said, being lovable. Because I find out, like, some of the time, the things that we want to fix with people, you see, sometimes some small things where if we just fix with ourselves, that person will just follow suit.
Exactly. People, it's monkey see, monkey do.
That person will just follow suit. And
Exactly.
like, oh man, that's all I needed to do.
It's you're marrying that person. And this is where I was telling you about how a man leads, right? Because if you go and have the chivalry and open up the door, what do you think the woman is going to do for you? She's going to copy you, monkey see, monkey do. And she's going to go and do even more for you. She'll give you abundance. But you have to treat her. It's how you treat her is the way that she's going to go and reflect back to you.
Yeah, but again, it don't work like that.
What do you mean?
We're in a society where it's there's me too. Because a lot of men, remember, they're own man talk about it. Women will say men don't come up to them, men know this, men know that. Because of the Me Too.
What's the Me Too?
The Me Too movement.
What is
Where
that?
there's certain things you cannot say, there's certain things, it's considered harassment, there's certain things you cannot really, that's why guys are scared to, it's not that they're scared, it's what the law might do to them.
It is very against men, like marriage, like you're the one who has to go and get the ring. You have to go and the woman does plan the wedding and all of that stuff, but then we're looking for a expensive ring. Do you see that we just came out of the pandemic? Ladies, think like that. Certain things can't go on the same way how it used to be. Like you said, let's go back to inflation. You can't have a $10,000 ring.
But that's the thing.
And why are we looking at a $10,000 ring when you say that you love the man?
Yeah, but no, it's not that. They want you to hold everything down. You're supposed to hold everything down. But no, I'm a feminist.
But
this is what I'm saying. Like, it's now they're realizing, like, the pressure that men go through.
Yeah.
Like, just in their head alone.
Yeah.
This is what you don't even like, especially because they assume men don't like their kids because they don't do this, they don't do that, or they like. But there's other things in play that they don't tell you about because they don't want you to have that pressure on you.
Yes.
But no, a lot of women are knowing that pressure.
But also, okay, it's because of the lack of communication. Let's get real. It was a lack of communication. Guys do not want to go and tell whatever they want to hold it in within themselves, and they don't want to go and tell their women, right? So obviously we are unaware of what's happening, right? And sometimes you guys don't want to go and tell, and you omit the truth towards us due to the fact, you're afraid of how we are going to react. But wouldn't it be better if you guys see us react to that situation than you hiding something up, and then you have another lie on top of it, and another. First of all, like, you can't communicate with your confidant, and to be honest, what are you guys doing? If I have to be quite honest with you.
You know, say when you grow up seeing people lie to each other, you think that's normal, right?
I do agree, but this is the reason why I'm telling you that it's not normal.
No, I know, but I just tell you. That's why I always tell you, I said, nothing works like this.
Yeah.
There's reasons why people are the way they are.
Yeah, and I know that. But this is the reason why marriages are failing more and more. And you know what? I'll digress because I do see a lot of people trying to showcase that marriage is actually the best way of doing things. A lot of people realize that having one woman, focusing on one woman, the woman turns around and does, give back. As long as you pour into her, the woman does pour back. But you have to find the right woman.
I was gonna say that, but first let me address that. When she says pour into her, that's not necessarily what she means. See? To clear that up.
Okay, yes, I want you to clear it up. I do.
But because they're thinking smutty, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about knowledge and stuff. We're not talking about pour that into her.
Yes.
Not quite yet, guys. Not quite yet. You know what?
Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
What?
You see, because I was raised in a certain society where it's normal and it's looked at as you're a king for have more than one woman. Even if you cannot take care of them, you just know say you have a heap of woman. We've talked something about that already.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Difficult to get to this point. But when you get there and you deal with just one woman alone and she's receptive.
Yeah.
And she's just attentive to you, and it's sometimes scary.
Oh,
because
yeah.
you do not know this.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
you do not know this. But you know it's good, but you do not know it. You're not used to it, so you want to run.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, it's factual. Like, if you're not used to something, it's not comfortable to you because you're used to, even though it's chaotic, like your normal relationship is chaotic and it's like you fight, you come back together, and you fight and come back together. And then you find somebody who's just peaceful, and then you're like, there's something wrong. You're looking for something that is not there. And that person is like, yo, I ain't doing nothing. I'm actually for you.
Yeah.
But you're actually putting things in that relationship when there is nothing there that pushes your probably forever person away due to the fact of your own trauma. And this is the reason why I said that you have to go and self-heal your inner self.
I mean, I tell you, it makes you a better person.
It does.
Like it makes you. It pays to have just one.
It does.
That you invest in.
It does, because you are putting all of your energy, and she's putting all your energy onto that one relationship.
But when you say invest, some people, enough man, I think say money. It's not necessarily money. Yeah, of course, someone go want money.
It's another thing. Like another thing is like, oh, if you find that one woman who's pouring into you the same way that you are pouring back into, you guys are already rich. Even if you guys don't have that money, you guys are rich. You guys are billionaires by mindset, by everything, because now you guys can build to go and make something. You can make an empire.
But I want to say this for people where used to know me or me used to be. Like I tell you.
How were you, Rusty? How were you, Rusty?
What do you mean?
How were you?
I was rusty. You're a little bit rusty after, kind of clean the rust off and thing. But after you do all that, I'm nice and shiny and things.
Oh, so you're a diamond in the rough?
Don't know.
And you found a diamond in the rough? So you're saying that you would get married?
Of course I'd get married. But I don't know if would I marry in this Western type of traditional marriage.
How would you say you would get married then?
I think I would find maybe a African type of marriage.
Okay.
Like I would like to find out the root or some way of where I might have come from, and then find out how they would go about it.
Okay. Yeah. So I been talking to different cultures, etc. And the African culture, I really do like the way that they treat their females. The chivalry is very, very great. They come down here and they're like, oh, my family is so put together. You come down here in Canada, half the families over here is split. I don't talk to so-and-so and I don't talk to this and that. Back in Nigeria, back in Ghana, they come together, right? And the whole society is just a lot different. Where over here in this side of the world, we actually we fight and pull apart from each other.
First,
it's a norm here.
Okay, first, let's just chop that up all the way up.
Yeah.
We were taken. Now we've been inserted into this society, right?
Yeah.
Everyone else came.
Yeah.
With their culture, we don't have it. Back there, they have communities.
Yeah.
If this person is not on what they're supposed to on, like everybody will help them out.
Yeah.
The whole family, they'll help the whole family
out. The family, the community, everybody in that area.
Until we have that, and not fakish. We're talking about like realness. Like make sure
Unity.
the kids, everyone, because marriage puts strain.
Yep.
No, kids put strain on marriages.
Yeah, it does. It does.
That's why in the African culture, there's a village. They use a village to raise
community.
Yes. So
It takes a village to.
You don't have to worry about your kid when they go outside.
Yes.
Because you know there's always eyes on him.
That's right.
Or her. Until we get to that, whatever we're doing,
It's not gonna work.
no.
Yep, and I agree with you. All right. So there's a lot of people who are deciding to get married a lot later than how it used to be back in the day. A lot of people are waiting. Why do you think people are waiting closer to their 30s, 40s?
Well, them are wait. Well, normally most people they just rev out their good years.
Yeah.
And then they want to settle down when they're popped down. Pretty much. No, I'm not
You have to say it like that.
I have to say it like
You just,
stop
damn.
Please, in the comments, please, like correct me if I'm wrong.
Hey,
Most people do that because you're pop down now. Like you're
I'm pop down, so I get married.
Nice wife. No, I want to find a nice husband. You're pop down.
Wow.
You're popped down.
Sorry for those who are in 10-year relationships, because you guys are all popped down.
No. They're in their relationship. I'm talking about people who are just doing all types, and then now, oh, I love you so much. I feel like you're the one, but you're 51 or 60 something, and now you're popped down. That's why you run out of steam, my guy or my girl. You run out of steam.
Man sounding like Kevin Samuels right now. No? Oh. I'll tell you one thing. Let me tell you one thing.
All right. What do you think?
The reason why I think people are, waiting to get married and they're getting married a lot later is because people are trying to focus on their career about pop down. No, they think they're trying to focus on their career. What are you talking about? They're trying to go and see the world. They're trying to explore the world. They don't want to be held down by one man.
Why you can't do it with your person?
Because,
hold on. Why you can't do it with a person?
Because I'm not trying to go and do it with some rusty old man.
Yeah, but
no, because some of you guys are. Hey, the mindsets for people who are in their 20s. A lot of them would want to go and party and do some crusty ass shit. No offense, sorry, but like they ain't trying to settle down, especially in the early 20s. In the early 20s, they want to go and have fun. They want to go and explore the world.
This is the thing.
In your 30s,
yeah, but why you can't have fun with their person?
Because in this generation, it's just so easy to go and swipe left and swipe right.
Yeah, but.
So to go and pick one person and be like, this is the person for me, and I'm in my early 20s, they're gonna be like, no. And a lot of women, there's a lot of people, men and women who wants to go and see it, but it's just fear based.
But me realize though, the same thing women were talking about. Men just want to have their cake and eat it too.
Yeah.
They're doing the same thing now. So what do you say? You're not.
How so?
If you're saying women just want to swipe, everybody just want to swipe.
Yeah.
Like everybody's doing it now.
Yes.
It's not just men.
Yeah, everybody's doing it.
So then, what are you telling me?
So this is the reason why a lot of people, because they're just looking for fun.
Yeah, but
it's not necessarily, fun is not necessarily the best thing for you.
Yeah, but may I explain to you? You guys didn't want men to do it, but because when it's allowed now for women to do it, it's okay. This is what I'm saying.
But it's not okay. We are only doing it because men date like 5 people during the first.
If somebody jump off a cliff, you're gonna jump off a cliff because.
Hey, listen, I'm not talking about me. I'm just looking at what I'm noticing.
Yeah, but me just assure you, it's the same thing that you guys were saying. Men are doing things, but want to take up the same style.
Exactly, because so you guys lead and we followed you.
So then, how would that change?
Well, we're gonna have to go and follow the man. You guys lead. We follow by your guys' lead. You guys show us what you guys want from us. You guys don't want us to go and have multiple men. You guys show by, because technically we were all like catering to the one guy, dealing with all of that stuff, and then when we lose everything, right? Because we were so naive. Now we're in beast mode just like you guys. We're copying you.
Yeah, but the thing
because we were pouring into the men.
The thing is, we're not having a problem with that. But then guess what? when you still want the man to be a certain way, although them I do that. And when you realize that when you physically cannot handle that type of shit.
That's
You guys
unfactual.
weren't made to be like that.
To go and work in the
Yeah,
field,
and
yes,
different, no, you
you
can't
are
do
right. But at the same time, you guys weren't supposed to go and deal with a whole bunch of women. That wasn't the first thing that
Alright.
was put for you guys to be put on
Alright,
earth
I could
for.
go back again. Because there's reasons, because you see, if my woman loving and me and her good, and she always just make me feel good and everything good. I don't have the time
To deal with another
I
person.
don't have the time.
Yeah.
Like, you're a bad shorty right now, but I don't have time. Like I don't even see you because my girl's bad too.
Yeah, but not everybody has that mindset. Not everybody has that growth, you know. See how you could go and be like, oh, my girl is bad, da 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 da.
And it's not just bad, like that's my virgin too. Like
Yeah, she's my best friend. If you find a girl who's your best friend, who is going to act like your mom at times, who's going to
You need it.
You need
Sometimes
it. You need the balance.
Yeah.
And if you're looking for every girl for those qualities, you're going to be putting out your energy and wasting your energy on things
Yeah,
that
but
don't matter.
Nobody taught the youth them this. Nobody taught them this. So this
I
is what I
understand.
tell you, like this is a learning program.
Yeah.
Right? So you guys just sit back and relax.
You guys can take what we're saying and grow with it, and even watch other podcasts, read on relationships, because you're trying to build a generation for yourself. And in order for you to break those generational curses that happened from somewhere in the past, you have to go and educate yourself in order for you to have better marriages and to grow with one another, because you'll realize that you will have a multitude of in an abundance of things that you actually want in life if you cater to that one person.
Yeah, but look here. If you really look at it in history, it's always been people that are committed.
Yeah.
That gets up there.
That's true.
People that have commitments.
That's true.
So I just want them to understand this is just a phase.
Yep.
This is just a trend for now.
Yep.
Trust me.
Yep.
It's better to have that person that you bond with.
Yep, I
all
agree.
the way.
And you know what? History does repeat itself. So it's coming back. It's coming back regardless.
All the way back.
All right. One more thing, just so that we can see it. Is marriage worth it to you? And I feel like we already answered that, but I want to go and make sure that it's very clear. Is marriage worth it in your opinion?
But the thing is, when we say marriage, do we mean like the paper itself, or the actual meaning of marriage with the people?
Well, in the government, like if you look in the government, if you live with somebody, you guys are common
law. So
common
you're
law.
pretty much,
So
yeah.
technically, if you live with somebody for like 2 years, you're technically married.
Yeah.
You just don't have the little paper or whatever. You
Okay.
are married.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
You are a partnership,
that's what you
etc.,
mean.
etc. Yeah. So for me, I don't necessarily care if it's a paper or whatever, but the paper, some people really want it. So it depends on the person that you're dealing with. But to be honest, we see it that way.
I think it works. It makes sense. A lot of the times, your counterpart would show you things that you don't see.
Yeah.
Things that you're worried about, things that keeps your mind occupied. Like they sometimes will slow you down
Yep.
and say, "Look at this."
Yep. Yep.
You're like, "Oh man, I didn't see. Why am I running up and down? Like, I didn't see that." You're like, "Yeah, okay."
Yeah.
And then you kind of move forward. Like if you're just with you don't have the time. Like,
You don't have the time. You're wasting your energy on
None
everybody.
of them are gonna, cause you're not like that to them. Like you and them are not like that, so it's not gonna get there.
Exactly.
So-
before everything goes, this is one thing I do want to go and say.
Yeah.
Lastly.
Yeah.
If you're with that person, make sure that you find the person that has the same values as you. They're not going to be the same person as you.
Yeah.
But do you guys have the same goals? Are you guys equally yoked? Do you guys have the same vision? If you guys have the same vision and you're both peaceful within each other, right? That most likely be your person, right? Because you're not going to be fighting over things that doesn't matter, right? And you need to go and find a confidant that is not going to fight over little things that doesn't matter because they're healed within themselves. So if you find somebody who is equally yoked with you, because you guys are going to continue to fight if you guys are not equally yoked. Mm-hmm. And if you guys have the same values, that's most likely your person, most likely. But if that person is not, you guys don't have the same values, you guys don't see vision the same way. And I'm not saying, oh, he plays soccer and you like to do archery. I don't know, right? I'm not talking about that. You guys have different interests. You're allowed to have different interests because you guys can't be hooked and glued to each other's hip all the time. You guys have to have your guys' own lives. Yeah. And then you guys come back together to become one. This is where the how was your day comes in, because we have different interests, but we have the same values, right? And so each day you have something different to talk about because you had different interests. And so you open up the world for your significant other based off of how you see the world. Mm-hmm. This is the reason why extroverts like to marry introverts, because you guys do see the world a little bit different. But as long as you guys are equally yoked and your values are the same, your marriage is going to go and thrive and soar.
Marriage counselor, if anybody needs.